Hi, so I didn't do a video yesterday, and because I've been in Lucca for more than a week now, I think 9 days, and I only have 5 more days left, I thought I might just sort of give a rundown of what my daily routine is. Because whenever you stay in a place for more than a week, or even only a week, you start to develop sort of routines. So mine is kind of particular. So in the morning, I get up around 7, that's my bed. If I get up out of the house early enough, I go for a run around the park. The park in Lucca is probably definitely my favorite thing about the city. The city walls are complete. They run all the way around the city. They're the medieval city walls. And they were quite thick. They were 30 feet thick at least. And so the city of Lucca at one point had thought about destroying the city walls just as many other cities did in order to build roads. But it was too expensive. And so Lucca decided that rather than destroy the city walls, they would repair them and then turn them into a park. And it's a really good thing they did decide to do that, because it's actually one of the sort of more notable things the city is known for. And it's really a quite beautiful park where a ton of people run and bike and walk every day. So, and it's about, it's 2.5 miles long. I think it's about 4 kilometers long. So I'll run around that. I come home, take a shower, and then I walk to my school, Lucca Italian School, which is about a 10-minute walk away. And I have class from 9 to 1, and in the middle of class, we have a half-an-hour break, and I'll usually get a coffee, or actually an espresso, which here they call coffee, a cafe, and a dolce, a sweet pastry usually, because it's what everyone has for snacks all the time. It's definitely my kind of culture to have snacks all the time. And then after class, I come back to the apartment. I cook dinner in the tiniest kitchen ever, which is actually so small that you can put it inside a cabinet. When these doors close, boom, the kitchen disappears. No more kitchen inside the cabinet. So, well, I can close it better than that, but of course I've got the video going, so I'm making a hash of things. So I do that, and then in the afternoon, oftentimes I will do a little bit of shopping if I'm fast enough and the stores are still open, because everything generally closes between about 2:30 and 5:30. So sometimes I'll do the shopping first and then come home and have lunch. And then, honestly, in the afternoon, it really depends day by day. Sometimes I take a nap if I'm really tired. Sometimes I do absolutely nothing of value and watch YouTube. Sometimes I walk around the city all afternoon. It depends. The tourist part of the city is still usually open in the afternoons, even though the rest of the city closes, because tourists are used to being able to shop in the afternoon, unlike most Italians who are used to that being the hour of repose, like a siesta. And then in the evening, I make dinner in my tiny kitchen. Sometimes I do a little bit of studying. Sometimes I help TA class with my teacher. Well, my former teacher, hard to say now, my teacher from the United States. And sometimes I walk around the city some more. Today I just went and got a cocktail with my teacher Agnese and a group of other students, because on Monday nights they do sort of a city orientation, and it usually ends with a cocktail, which is nice. It's this very hipster bar called Magellan, which her brother started, but it's a cool spot, and the cocktails are really good, so I don't mind the nepotism. And then when I come back to the apartment, before I settle in for the night, I walk to the fountain at the end of my block, and I fill up my big water bottle, this big water bottle right here, with water, because one of the things about Lucca is that it's a city built on water, and there's an ancient aqueduct, and there's a modern aqueduct also that runs underneath the city, and all the city fountains are clean and drinkable, and in fact have very sweet water, and people from all over the region sometimes come here to fill their water bottles to drink from. I mean, you can drink the tap water, of course, here, but they prefer the taste of the water from the fountains. And I've been drinking that water all week and have to say it's very good water. So it's very convenient that there's a fountain right at the end of my block, which is, 1 minute walk. And then I settle in for the night, and I'm usually asleep by 10 or 11. Doesn't sound like a super interesting day, but I am here to study. I have spent a ton of time walking around the town, trying to find things about Lucca that I enjoy, and I am getting there gradually. And I will say this, it's a very convenient town for reaching some other places. It's really close to Pisa. It's close to Florence if you like Florence. Which you can probably tell on my face that I do not, because I don't like Florence. I know that sounds like heresy to many people. The architecture is beautiful, but the city itself I found very unpleasant because it's so over-touristed, and they really are sick of you, and I understand why they're sick of you, but I find it an unpleasant place to be. I feel like having admitted that will make people hate me, but sorry. If Florence is the only city you visited in Italy, I can understand why you love it, because it is quite beautiful. But if you've been to other places, I feel like in comparison, even though the architecture is spectacular and there's tons of art there that's spectacular, the experience of being in Florence can be very hard and unpleasant. Anyway, I feel like I've opened myself up for criticism by admitting that. But anyway, as I am slowly nearing the end of my time in Lucca, I am discovering that there's little things about my routines here that have sort of grown on me, maybe just because of repetition. I'm sure there might even be things about being here that I'll miss. Probably the park, until I get back to Seattle at least, because I'm sure there won't be many parks that I run into that will be as flat and well-groomed and as pleasant to run in as this park is. And maybe the city water fountain. I don't know. It's actually really nice and convenient to have a city water fountain. There's a reason why nobody here has a Brita filter. You really don't need it. Yeah, I guess that's it for this video. Sorry if that was boring. That was my daily routine in Lucca, and till next time.